So a couple weeks ago now, I was returning from a run that I took on the Acorn Trail, and it was actually a pretty pleasant afternoon. And so I had the window down and music was up. I was just enjoying the breeze when all of a sudden something flew in my window and started swarming me. And at first I panicked because I was convinced it was a wasp or a yellow jacket or something. And so I am trying my best to get this thing away from me without wrecking my truck. But then I calmed down a little bit when I realized that it was just a cicada which had landed on my arm. Now they are harmless, but I think we can all agree that the cicada isn't one of God's most beautiful creatures. It is a weird looking little beady-eyed bug. But I bring it up because the cicadas have been really thick in the past couple of weeks. I don't know if you've noticed that or not. And from time to time, I am reminded of the simple truth that we can learn about God from His creation when we take the time to look around us. Like take, for instance, the rain, which is currently going, that comes to replenish the earth, or the promise in the rainbow in the sky. The earth is filled with object lessons that God is trying to teach us. And like the cicadas, take, for instance, they have a crazy life cycle and developmental stages. And so real quickly, what can we learn from them? Number one is life is short. You might not know this, but cicadas only live 3 to 4 weeks as adults. After they dig up from the ground and shed their skin, they mate, they lay eggs, and then they die. And compared to the years of life that they spend underground, it truly is the blink of an eye. And while we certainly don't typically measure our lives in weeks, but we rather do that in years, there is a truth that life is short. Like the scriptures teach us that. Psalm 39 says, "Lord, remind me how brief my time on earth will be. Remind me that my days are numbered, how fleeting my life is. You've made my life no longer than the width of my hand. My entire lifetime is just a moment to you. At best, each of us is but a breath." We are not promised tomorrow. Our lives are just a breath, it says, to God, and we are to make the most of each and every day that we're given. Second thing is this, that adulthood requires preparation. When cicadas hatch and drop to the ground, they begin this long process where they seek out nutrients. I read from tree roots, and they store up for the years ahead. That's wild when you think about it. Years of preparation to live for 3 or 4 weeks. But likewise, like our children, when you think about it, they need more than just physical nourishment as they grow. They need preparation for their hearts, for their minds, for their character. Parents, we have this great responsibility by the grace of God to be key individuals in their development. And so I guess I just asked the question, what kind of kids do you want to raise? Do you want kids who are known when they grow up to be people who love the Lord, who are known by their love for other people, who love God's word and have rich prayer lives? Because what you model and what we discuss in our homes, how you train your children, it will ultimately determine the kind of adults they become. Third and final one is simply this, our songs will mark us. That is the main mark of a cicada. That's the reason I know they've been around for the past couple weeks, because the sound of the male mating song is insane. It is deafening. It is nonstop from sun up till sundown. There are times when you're outside where it kind of drowns out the conversation that you're having with someone else. You hear it inside. I even sometimes can hear it over my mower when I'm mowing. But the scriptures remind us that Christians are also to be known by their song. Psalm 5 says this, "Let all who take refuge in you rejoice. Let them sing joyful praises forever." And Colossians 3:16 says this, "Let the message about Christ in all its richness fill your lives. Teach and counsel each other with the wisdom that He gives. Sing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs to God with thankful hearts." As a response to God's goodness, to His faithfulness to us, we show our joy and our gratitude through our voices, through our words. Our happiness in God, in other words, can't be this quiet thing solely inside of your mind. A mark of a Christian is a glad heart that is overflowing with the words that we say, singing praises to a faithful God. So I guess the challenge that I'll leave you with this week is simply this. When was the last time that you actually paused long enough in God's creation to let Him maybe teach you something? One last quote and we'll finish. St. Augustine said this: "Some people, in order to discover God, read books, but there is a great book, the very appearance of created things. Look above you, look below you, note it, read it. God, whom you want to discover, never wrote that book with ink." God bless.